Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Shri Radha Gopinath ki jai. Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. So we're reading from the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, and there are some Bhagavad Gitas for you. So what you do is, you first of all you find the 12th chapter, which is on top of the page in the middle. You can see the chapter number on top middle section of the page. This here, you can see chapter 11, 12, 13. So we're in chapter 12 now. Chapter 12, verse 17. Chapter 12, text 17. 12, 17. This is today's text. 12, 6, 17. Okay. So how many of you is first time in a Hare Krishna temple? For you? You also? Okay. You're from India or? Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. You came together? No, separate. So you also from India? Or? You're from India? No? So welcome, and we're going to read it together. Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na śocati na kāṅkṣati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Bhaktimān ya same priyaḥ. Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na śocati na kāṅkṣati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Bhaktimān ya same priyaḥ. Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na śocati na kāṅkṣati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Bhaktimān ya same priyaḥ. Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na śocati na kāṅkṣati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Bhaktimān ya same priyaḥ. Please repeat. Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na śocati na kāṅkṣati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Bhaktimān ya same priyaḥ. Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na śocati na kāṅkṣati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Bhaktimān ya same priyaḥ. Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na śocati na kāṅkṣati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Bhaktimān ya same priyaḥ. Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na śocati na kāṅkṣati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Bhaktimān ya same priyaḥ. Ladies? Yona hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi. Na na śocati na kāṅkṣati śubhāśubha-parityāgī bhaktimān same priyaḥ. Anyone else would like to try? Anyone else? No? It's good to chant. It's good to do. Yana hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi na śocati na kāṅkṣati śubhāśubha-parityāgī bhaktimān same priyaḥ. Okay, so let's read the word translations. Yaha, one who, na, never, hṛṣyati, takes pleasure, na, never, dveṣṭi, grieves, na, never, śocati, laments, na, never, kāṅkṣati, desires, śubha, of the auspicious, aśubha, and the inauspicious, parityāgī, renouncer, bhaktimān, devotee, yaha, one who, saha, he is, me, to me, priyaḥ, dear. So now, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee of mine, such a devotee is very dear to me. We can read it together if you wish. One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me. Purport. A pure devotee is neither happy nor distressed over material gain or loss, nor is he very much anxious to get a son or disciple, nor is he distressed by not getting them. If he loses anything which is very dear to him, he does not lament. Similarly, if he does not get what he desires, he is not distressed. He is transcendental in the face of all kinds of auspicious, inauspicious and sinful activities. He is prepared to accept all kinds of risk for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. Nothing is an impediment in the discharge of his devotional service. Such a devotee is very dear to Krishna. I read the verse again for you. Yana hṛṣyati na dveṣṭi na śocati na kāṅkṣati śubhāśubha-parityāgī bhaktimān same priyaḥ. One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me. So I'm going to read now some prayers from page number 1. Says introduction on top. Okay. Om Gyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chaksurum Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaisnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshvari Vrishavanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpata Rubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, so we have this word bhaktimān, in Sanskrit. Bhaktimān means devotee. Devotee who is dear to the Lord. So a devotee is the only transcendentalist, is the only person who can experience what this verse describes. Devotee is the only person who actually can be completely free from what an ordinary person is attached to. There's no other person in the world, there's no other being that can be in that position, actually. Bhaktimān, that's why it's very dear to the Lord. And why that person can be so special and so detached of mundane things, detached from lamentation, desires, grief, or enjoyment, or be able to transcend and understand that both auspicious and inauspicious things are just temporary and don't really have such importance. So why such a person is able to do that, to transcend the temporality of the world, the mundane events and states of mind, or attachment or desires that one person that everyone, normally speaking, have in this world. Why is like that? Why a devotee has that characteristic? Why is it that a person can be in that consciousness? There is one verse in Bhagavad-gītā, we can go there, it's chapter 2, verse 13, and it's a very famous verse for persons who have read the Gita. It's a very important verse, and it's a very basic thing, very basic verse that Prabhupada comes back again and again and again and again, comes back to the basis. It's the basis of spiritual life. Still many people, they don't believe in reincarnation, rebirth of the soul. Let's read this verse so we can get purified a little bit, get deeper understanding maybe. Dehinosmin jata dehe kaumaram jauvaram jara tata dehantara praptir dirastatra namukhyati. So diras, this word, Sanskrit word, diras, we just pronounced, dirastatra namukhyati. Diras means sober person. Muhyanti is not deluded. It's not deluded. Such a person is not deluded. Such devotee is not deluded. As the embodied soul continually passes in this body, from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. So it means that a person who is sober and who understands spiritual science is able to see that actually we are all in different bodies, woman, man, animal, different species of life, but actually we are not the body. So whatever happens to the body, this person understands that it's just not really important, because what really we are not the body, we are the soul. So that understanding may be very, very deep for a person who is a sober person. It may be not just a theoretical, intellectual agreement, but it may be in the level of actions and to acting according to what we are. Because we may understand, okay, I'm not this body, I am the soul, but are we acting on that platform? Are we thinking on that platform? So a sober person is having a deep realization about this. So therefore he's not bewildered. He knows for certain that because he experiences it, because he acts on that platform, he experiences it, and he is able to realize in himself and also is in others. There is another nice verse, the one Gavi Hastini, about an elephant, and I don't know the number. Maybe some of you know the number. There is a verse in Bhagavad-gītā is explaining that a learned sage is actually seeing with an equal vision an elephant, a dog eater, a Brahman, and what is the other one? An outcast. Meaning that he is seeing everyone on the spiritual platform, regardless the body. You may have a body of maybe very elevated personality or very fallen personality or different kinds of animals, but still this person, because he so because of his practice, he actually has realized that there is a truth beyond what the appearance of life. So he is able to see everyone in the spirit as a spirit soul. As a spirit soul. That's actually the truth. He's a seer of the truth. So this person is not affected. Today's verse is explaining about this. He's not moved by auspicious, inauspicious, or curses, or blessings, or money, or poverty, or all these different dualities of this material world. Does not take part in the sources of misery. This person is actually completely situated in the spiritual platform. Therefore, is very dear to Krishna. So why is dear to Krishna? Because he's a wise man who is dedicating his life for the highest activity, which is loving Krishna. Because he's loving Krishna, he's giving his energy to the source of everything in the world, in the cosmos. Like if we put water on the root of a tree, if there is a tree, like we have many nice trees outside, and if you try to water this tree by the branches and the leaves or different parts of the tree, but not the root, it's not going to work. It's so much endeavor. But if you just put little water, or necessary water on the root, then the whole tree is benefited because of the water. It's the right place. So similarly, if we give our energy, if we put our energy into the root of all existence, which is Krishna, then automatically the whole creation which emanates from Krishna he gets nourishment. So this is knowledge about the world and the origin of the world. There is an origin, and there is a cause, and there is an effect. So this person is able to understands that by loving Krishna, automatically he will develop love for everyone, and therefore he will become very dear to the Lord and to everyone, and he'll become fully satisfied, because he's acting in the spirit also, a platform of the soul, which is what we are, because we are not this body. Therefore he's not acting in the bodily platform, and that's not easy. It requires a lot of good qualities and a lot of determination and intelligence, and it is not easy. Because why? Because we are, for many millions of lifetimes, we took this birth. We've been animals, we've been so many, different experiences. So finally we come to human form of life, and we have a tendency, we have habits, and it's like it creates an inertia, creates the different material attachments that we have. We try to defend ourselves. We try defense, procreation, and eating and sleeping, for example, are very, very, because it's the body needs, bodily needs, So, but a person who is actually transcending the reality of the material world, or the illusory reality of the material world, is connected with actually what is real, what is really the truth, which is the truth that underlies everything beyond the appearance, And there is a nice verse also in the 7th chapter. It's explained that everything is sustained by the Lord, as pearls are strung on a thread. I think it's 7:7. Thank you. So, you see, because things may appear like this, but how do you know that? How do we know what is real and what is not real? Because our minds tell us, because the television tell us, newspapers tell us, or some books that we read tell us what is the good source of knowledge. This is called epistemology in philosophy. So epistemology means the source of knowledge. Where do I get the information from? Who do I trust? Do I trust my parents? Do I trust my friends? Do I trust journalists? Who do I? The scientist? So, okay, this verse, what it says is, Mata para taram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya maji sarva midam protam sutre mani ganaiva. O conqueror of wealth, is Arjuna, conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me, as pearls are strung on a thread. So Lord Krishna is saying here, there is no truth superior to me. Is God speaking. Everything rests upon me. So these are like a statement. This is a like powerful statement, Everything rests upon me. There is no truth superior to me. So a person who is dedicating his life to surrender, to love Krishna, is not a fool actually. He's not doing that out of so-called belief, faith, believe in this and cross fingers, maybe at the end of life I'm right, and I get to go to heaven. No, it is actually experiencing that reality, It is actually in contact with something that is actually fulfilling and experiences that every day. Let's go to chapter 9, verse 2. No, it's a verse. What is that verse? Well, that's also a nice verse. 9:2. Come go to that. See, verse number 2 says, Rasya vidya rasya guhyam pavitram idamuttamam pratyakṣa bhagamam dharmyam susukam kartumavyayam. This knowledge is the king of the education of the king of education. Is the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting, and it is joyfully performed. Yeah, this is the verse I was looking for, actually. So, because it is pratyakṣa in the third line, because pratyakṣa, it is direct experience. It's not a fool. A transcendentalist, a devotee, is experiencing transcendence. It is experiencing and is very happy. Kartum is everlasting. So whatever he does is actually has an eternal benefit, Like material life is actually the opposite. That you may endeavor so much, you may study so hard for so many years, and you may get your degree in computers or whatever, or you may put so much energy in your material in your married life, and your family, or many other endeavors. Like some people, they start a business, and they work so hard for the whole life, and there is no guarantee that all those endeavors are going to be successful. You don't know. Maybe not. But experience shows that not everyone is actually successful. So many businesses go down, so many people get divorced, got to speak of death or so many other problems, so many wars even, so many disasters. You just need to check the newspaper. So actually it is wise to dedicate your energy to something which, if this is true, you get an eternal benefit, That whatever you do, you know that is not lost, It is something that is tangible. It's something that is not gonna go through your fingers and you're gonna lose it. You're gonna get empty hands. No, because the Lord will never forget whatever you do to Him. Why? Because this is the nature of love. Love means relationship. It must be two. First of all, you're not alone, and if you put some faith, some trust, some, let's say, investment in Krishna, He is such a person that He will never forget, even if it's very little, and He is eager actually to reciprocate with us. He is He loves us so much, and that is actually what is fulfilling for the devotee, that he knows that the Lord is there, and then that it is possible to go on and on and on and on in that relationship, and that we are actually over time. Is there any question so far? We have now music and bhajans, but before they come, maybe just today they went away, and maybe we have a little more time. Is there anything that you like to comment or? No, it's not easy. I'm just reading what Lord Krishna is saying. This is a pure devotee stage, actually. If you read the previous verses, and it's like, it is pure devotee, the highest platform. I'm not there. Mm. Well, I'm sure you know better than me that, but I mean, there are different processes, and very powerful. Prayer is very powerful. Prayer to constantly depend on the Lord and seek advice, from Him, and to constantly chant Hare Krishna. That's the most powerful thing. Constantly keep chanting Hare Krishna as much as possible, and keep reading as much as possible also, and cannot think of anything else. Yes, reading Prabhupada's books every day, as much as any moment that you have a spare moment, then you read a little bit. You carry maybe with you a little book. You can read, and as chant. It's a matter of discipline. Does not matter if you are in or out. Of course, inside the temple it's much easier because the whole atmosphere is conducive. Like if you live outside, you against the current. You kind of fighting with some no association. Maybe is not so surcharged with that. So many kirtans and the classes and devotees all over the place, but outside is materialistic people maybe not have interest maybe in the spiritual life, but like distributing books, so many people are doing that, and there's also a source of income, and you have the chance to preach, to help others. Distributing prasadam is actually the most wonderful thing, I think. I mean, if I were outside, I think I'd distribute prasadam, because books is tough, But prasadam, everyone likes food, and you can see so many restaurants there, and around the world in ISKCON, and they work, as far as I know, very well, So it is a good opportunity to help, and you can see how people are very happy. People who come and people who distribute food, prasadam offered to Krishna. So I don't know what is your situation, but that good way. It's good income also. And then from there you have the chance to distribute books and to help others. And then it's a good opportunity to do that. Yeah. And also I think now different countries who have economic crisis, they give some loans or some help, economic help, if you're distributing food, because there is a scarcity. So something like that, I don't know. Any other suggestion or idea? Comment? Yes, nice point also. And I remember this famous thing is also, since you're asking that, this, what is that verse that says, it's very actually simple, but it's very profound verse that saying that He carries what you lack. Where the Lord carries what you lack and protects what you have. So in that sense there is no worry actually if you have faith in Krishna, because He's there. So that is actually like a backup that give you some peace of mind, and also some room for experiment, because this is also experimental science. So you can see, let's see if it's true. Let's see if Lord is there, So that will also, if you are able to have that trust in Krishna, then you can increase the amount of surrender, because your income you can give, and then the more you give, the more you get, and it's another way to get detached. And Prabhu is saying, and to contribute as yagya, to sacrifice for Krishna, and then you become very happy by doing that, because it's like a game, Let's say, you can put it in this way, You just play in the rules that the Lord is setting for you. He's saying, okay, this is what you wanna participate in my lila, so let's play this, and why not? It's a way of, but it requires faith. So this is what I can think right now. Yes, but I'm not in that platform, That's so it's a very, very elevated platform, actually. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for attending. We have bhajans now. So we can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, thank you. Hare Krishna.